Hello. Welcome.
Who is on this show tonight?
I am.
Ruth, how are you tonight? Janice, welcome. Louise.
First thing it says is let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Beverly, how are you tonight?
I don't know.
Beverly got her thread, but not her material, but not her thread. Carrie. Hey, Amber, how are you tonight? Donna, welcome. Diane. Mary, welcome. Peggy, cold Norwalk, California. Hey, Lana. Hey, Kathy.
Welcome.
Hi,
No
Carol.
show next week. Don't forget.
Hi, Kathy. Michelle, welcome to the show. Yeah, let's go ahead with our technical test. Facebook and YouTube sound check.
Let's get a sound check and see how it's going. And
Molly has resurrected this camera, so we feel pretty good about it. Or she does, at least. I don't know.
Crossed. Stays good.
Oh, she's crossing her fingers, so I don't know.
Well, you cross your eyes, I'll cross my toes, and we'll be covered.
We'll be cross-eyed. That's how that happens. Hey, Cheryl, welcome to the show. All right, everybody's having a thank you. And, hey, how have you been? Got your prize from last week. Awesome.
Nice. Congratulations. This week is a good prize.
Michelle said YouTube is working fine.
Compliments of Bennertech. So be sure and comment and say something or emoji something.
There's a Tom in the house. How are you, Tom? Carrie, you might check Beverly's order there when you get a minute.
I am
Sandy, welcome.
hoping that this week is the week we get through without having to unsew. I'm just making sure all my pieces are the right side up so that
my seam ripper skills are horrid, so
this seam ripper,
there was a couple standing here looking at me
like I had my concerned face on.
Like I had a skill saw or something.
Don't do that. I think I already, nope, I guess I didn't.
So don't let Robert have the seam ripper.
I
think Stephanie,
that maybe he could do a good job, but you know, those tasks that you don't want to do, you do poorly.
gotta be careful who you give them to.
So, are we ready for announcements?
I think so. They're right here.
Right here.
A couple changes in there, so just make sure you note that class is not happening.
No.
And there's a change on a date, this one, from February to March.
Okay, well, let's go through them.
Well, who are we?
What? AccuQuilt Club? Oh, that's every month. We are Sewing Machines Express, Windmill Sewing Center, and Quilters HQ. The websites are QHQ and the number 2.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, and quiltershq.com. We thank you for joining us. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 7 Central Time. And we are working on block 11 of our Stitch Pink sampler from Moda.
Okay.
I thought I found an error in the pattern, but I didn't. I was wrong about having an error. I was wrong about being wrong.
Say that 3 times fast.
Well, do you ever hear that 2 negatives never make a positive? 2 positives make a... Yeah.
Physics thing?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Okay, all my pieces are right side up.
Hey,
so
Kitty, how are you?
let's start, because there's a little bit of piecing with this one. Sewing and Quilting Retreats, Wednesday, March 8th through the 10th, 10 to 6 p.m. That's here at Quilters. And it is $50. Bring your sewing machine and some UFOs and finish those. We've got lots. We're doing the sew along. I don't need to talk about that. We do have, how many? 2 kits left?
I think there is 2. Carrie, can you verify 2 kits available?
2 kits. So if you're new and you want to join along, we're only on block 11. You can catch up really easily. Embroidery Club is at Windmill on March 11th from 10 to 12:30. Quilters HQ, March 11th from 1:30 to 4. That's a Saturday. It's $25 per class plus the kit. And they're doing a bookmark. It's cute. It is really cute.
We have a sample, actually.
Do we?
I didn't grab it.
We have a sampler. Robert's going to fetch. Buy any project bag. I think we already did this one, didn't we? February 25th. Nope, we haven't. 10:30 to 3 at Quilters HQ. Cost is $35. These are really nice. You could keep all of your Stitch Pink blocks in them. Let's Surge 2 Simple Garments. $90 for a 6-week program. That starts March 4th through April 8th. And beginning quilting. This is piecing, quilt piecing. Oh, that's the bookmark?
Yeah, and you just have to read the back of it.
Oh, just fell asleep here. Clever. Cool. These are from OESD. This is kind of a leather, pleather kind of stuff. So make cute little stocking stuffers, or just if you know somebody that likes to read, or if you like to read. Put a bookmark in.
Carrie says there are 3 unless someone else signed up last week.
Okay, so there are 3 kits left. Beginning quilt piecing, March 9th through the 30th, 10 to 12 at Quilters HQ, and March 9th through the 30th from 1:30 to 3:30 at Windmill Sewing Center. Let's Surge 1, Make Friends with Your Serger, Thursday, March 16th through May 4th. 2 openings left. And that is 1 to 4, or at Windmill, June 1st through July 20th at 1 to 4. And cost for that class, I believe, is $180. $120. $120, not $180. Trixie Zip Pouch, March 16th. 1 to 5, $25. Those are really cute. Make a great little travel makeup bag. AccuQuilt Club. We are starting a new project, and we will get an email out with the project. It's going to use the 8-inch cube, 8-inch angles, 4-inch cube, and 4-inch angles for that one.
Hey, Cecilia, welcome.
Quilting Ruler Club. This is with your domestic machine and Westerly rulers, and that is $25 per club meeting, and they meet the 3rd Saturday of the month. And don't forget, we do every Friday at all 3 stores, Free Sew Friday. Bring your pals, bring your sewing machine, and have some fun.
Hey Karen, how are you? Welcome. Hey Beth.
Okay. Block 11 is a 9-patch of 9 patches. So how many patches is that?
Sounds like
it's
81.
a lot. Not quite. 50 something. So the 9 times 5 would be 45.
Fell asleep here.
49 patches. It's a 49, well, 52 because it's got a little border around the
Carol,
edge
welcome
here.
to the show.
Around the edge. So I thought that there was a mistake, but when you're cutting out your squares on piece number A, you're going to be cutting 17 of these and 8 of the bright fuchsia pink, and then 20 of the lighter pink. So I thought there was a mistake, but there wasn't. I was just not reading well. You know, what is that line? I don't do words good. Or English in some of those cases. So this one does have a little bit of a layout where you need to kind of pay attention to what you're piecing together. But so you have, this is my A pile, my B pile, and my A pile again. I would have done C pile, but we're going to start piecing these together, and I'm going to make all 8 of these because you can rotate them. And they're all going to be the same, so let me just count out 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to piece these all first. And I already set my machine. I am sewing on the DX4000 from Juki. I still have a couple of these that are classroom machines that have special pricing. And today I changed out my spool, but I'm playing Bobbin Chicken today. It's a game I'm fond of.
Hey Miranda, how are you tonight? Hey Karen, how are you? Hey Patsy. We're good. You know, I could also give away a ticket. For a couple. Local. Hello.
You should answer that.
It's live.
I think that's 8. I think I took a couple out of the wrong pile. Is that 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 8. One, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5, 6, 7. Oops.
6. Ooh, I got something funky going on this one.
Some strings hanging off of that.
I do. One more. Plus this one. Pedals trying to walk away. Sometimes with the grudge, it's hard to tell which is the right side up on those darker pieces. Okay, that should be my 8. So we're going to piece the other one. Let's press these with my doohickey. Wonderful little tool. So what's everybody been working on? I'm still trying to clean up my sewing area and deal with some unorganized fabric. You know, that tidying session that you have to do every once in a while because you can't find anything anymore and then you find treasure? That's what I'm doing. I have found a stack like that tall, no exaggeration, of blocks that I've made that are quilts that just need to be pieced together. So I need to come in and do Free Sew Friday or the or the sewing retreat and finish some stuff myself. Okay, so we're going to piece these pink, the kind of the really bright pieces on the other side. So tell me what everybody's working on, Robert.
Let's see here. Virginia Paul's on. Hey, Virginia, how are you? Kathy's working on pillowcases and packing to move again.
Nice.
Cleaning up is never ending. Carla.
They can be procrastinated a lot, though.
Anne said, I need to straighten up also. Can't find a pattern. I know I have it. Beth, quilting on her grandson's king-size quilt. It's halfway done.
Nice.
Kitty, I wrestled that new sewing machine table upstairs. Hey, Bernadine. Nurses' caps for my daughter and co-workers. Okay, nice. Very nice. Oh, Karen's checking math papers. Okay. Better hop down to the sewing room. Miranda's working on a carpenter star and a meadowland quilt.
Those are beautiful.
Carla just stretched some fabric to use this weekend. Virginia's working on a quilt of Newfoundlands for a friend.
Nice.
Ruth is hemming a dress.
Nice.
Let's see. Garment sewing in by Annie backpack is what Cheryl's working on. Beverly's working on one of the stitch blocks. Trying to get me caught up. Using the doohickey a lot.
I love that tool. Keeps me from walking over and saying, hey, let's go press these blocks.
Donna's working on chemo hats.
Nice.
Janice finished mitered borders on a cross quilt for Easter. Very nice.
Okay, so I did that wrong.
Amber working on a t-shirt quilt.
We were talking about that just the other day.
Tis the season.
Tis the t-shirt season.
Laverne, what's a good walking foot for her brother's sewing machine? What's a good walking foot for her brother's sewing machine?
Brother makes a nice walking foot.
Yeah, it's the luminary, right?
I think the luminaire is built in. It has the dual feed, doesn't it? I could be wrong about that.
No, but they have a special.
Might not work on. Depends on what machine you have.
Yeah, it does depend on which one you have.
But if you get a hold of Windmill Sewing Center and call Dana, she can walk you through that. Okay, so next row is the opposite. So we've done these. So we're making all four. We need one that is just these colors. So I'm going to make that block next. And we'll sew all 3 rows for that. So I'm just going to start piecing that. We'll piece that block next.
Pat's to cut out 4 blocks for Quilts of Valor.
Nice.
Anna's getting ready to machine embroider a leprechaun. Nice.
Nice. Love machine embroidery. It's one of my favorites.
Karen said she was drilling over the width of the sewing machine.
The throat, it is nice. Okay, so I'm just going to press these all in one direction. Okay, and we need one. The center one has the 2 pink pieces, and then the other 2 have the 2 red pieces, so we're going to do those. I feel like this is going to be the one where we get through without a mistake. So keep watch out for me. Okay. So I'm just going in one direction with my seams because they don't have to piece these together. So, but I do want to nest my seams, so I'm going to line these up so that these are going just the opposite way. Okay. And then we'll have one block done.
They're saying don't jinx yourself.
I'm not jinxing. I'm being optimistic here.
Which one did you get, Ann?
Okay. So far, so good. Let's turn that around so those seams nest.
Oh, TL18. Yep, that's a good one.
That's an awesome machine. We just got a new shipment of those in.
They're out. I think they're out in Springfield too. Ann got the last one.
Didn't we just get some in?
Yeah, here, but they didn't get any down there. So,
Okay, so this is our center block. So we're just going to set this aside. And then we're going to start with, we need 4 of these. So we need, the middle section is going to be 2 pinks. And I'm just making sure I have enough pieces because you know that doesn't hurt. And 4 of these. So turn that over so we don't mess that up. Let's just piece these together and then we'll have all of our pieces for our center blocks, or our side blocks, corner blocks, not side. See? Don't do words good.
hey, Carol, how are you tonight? So there'll be 8 of those?
Hey now, let's not. 4.
Oh.
Don't be messing me up. I see that expression.
Sorry.
He's got this like I'm gonna have some fun here.
Yeah. I got no.
So I'm going to press these all in the same direction. So I pressed all of these in one direction, and it doesn't matter because it's the same on both sides, so I can just turn it around so that it works. Kind of matches my shirt.
No, it sure does, doesn't it?
I
Do
did
a
not
shirt
plan
and
that.
grunge.
I could when we get the ditto.
Ditto.
Zoom, zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So by piecing this block, it made it really easy to make sure that I had the right number of pieces. And I started out with these because they're different, so they use all 3 colors. Okay. Okay, so we do kind of have to pay attention about where these squares go, because we're making yeah, a row of dark diamonds and a row of dark diamonds, squares, a row of dark squares. So we kind of need to pay attention to what direction this corner piece is in. So I'm just going to lay these out so that we don't mess this up. I'm feeling good about this one. So we've got one here, and then we spin it and it goes here. We've got one here, one here, one here, one there, and last one. And if we put our center block in, we can trace those squares. I was like struggling with saying squares all of a sudden.
Squares.
I wanted to say
Squares.
diamonds.
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 Probably better
What
than
lady
squares.
doesn't love
I was
diamonds?
saying probably better than squares. Bernadine said she wished her sewing table was as clean as yours.
Oh, this one has to stay clean because we have to cut fabric on this. But my one at home, I can't even see the table right now.
It's in there.
It is in there, but it's like this tall. Robert has to come all the way into the sewing room to be able to even see me. Okay, I'm going to switch the direction of these seams. Okay. Ooh, that does not sound good.
Sounds like bobbin chicken.
It does sound like bobbin chicken. I think I had a thread caught. There we go. Much better. I still have bobbin. Which way are we going? This way. Okay. So far, so good.
Looks good.
Yeah, except this one needs to swap the direction of the seam. There we go. So we still have, in all three stores, we still have a few floor model sale machines to go.
Ready for new stuff.
Getting ready for new stuff. These, I'm going to switch the direction of the seam. Don't move that. I told you this would be a lot of piecing. It's not a lot. It's not terrible. And you're only making one, so.
Not bad. Mindy wanted to know if you had a list
Of?
machines.
We do have a list. If you want to grab it, we can read it out at the end of the show. It's
I
on
think you
the
have
red.
it in the
It's on the red clipboard.
you have it in the email that you sent out though too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the most updated list, but
Yeah, because we just crossed one off today. Somebody got a new Juki today.
Hey Donna, how are you? Was that a lot of piecing on that one last week?
No, not too bad.
Beth said it looked like there was a lot of piecing on last week's.
I think there's more on this one. Change the direction of this one. Okay. So far, so good. We're doing good. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
One block a week is not bad. You can make time in the morning to do that. I wouldn't get up in the morning to do it, but other people do get up early. Okay. Just double checking the direction of those dark pieces to make sure that they're making the big X in the middle of this block.
Hi Zelma, welcome to the show. Beth said she is not really a morning person.
I'm not either. I'm a night owl. I can stay up all night, but I don't like to get up in the mornings. Getting up to sew, that's a different story. That I can do.
Maybe we should do a poll. How many are night people and how many are morning people?
sun or a moon emoji.
Sun or a moon emoji.
There you go. That's cool.
Getting up to do laundry, I'm going to sleep till noon. Okay, we made it through all of these blocks. Now if we can just make our rows.
Patsy's a middle of the day person.
Middle of the day, that's when you're at your best, huh?
All right, we're getting some nights coming in here. Karen, morning. Morning. Hey, Betty, how are you?
My foot's sliding.
Bernadine's a morning. Kathy's, Beverly's a morning. Amber's a night owl. Donna's an after lunch.
After lunch. Yeah, I could see that.
Ah,
Okay.
Karen's a morning person. Through the sun out there. Mrs. Cranford, how are you tonight? Mrs. Cranford said she's a morning person.
Okay.
Kathy's a morning person. Bruce said she's a morning person, but not early. I get that. Okay.
Oops, I broke the thread.
Peggy's morning.
I still do have thread in there. Let's put this up.
Middle of the road. So Carrie's a moon, sun, moon star.
We're gonna need a translation for that.
Oh, that's a half moon there, right?
I do love the needle threader on the juice.
Molly's a night person.
Okay, let's try this one again. With thread this time.
I'm night too. I don't really like getting up too early.
It just takes me a minute to wake up. And a whole lot of resistance to...
A snooze button.
Once I'm up, then I'm up, but... Oof.
Hey Cindy, how are you? Hey Debbie. Debbie's a morning person. Peggy said she's done by noon.
Done by noon. But I can stay up all night, too.
I can't do that.
I can. So when we have to get up, like, super early in the morning to travel, I end up staying up all night. Because it's easier for me to stay up all night than to try to get up at 0:30 in the morning.
Hi Carla, how are you? Carla said she can stay up all night too. I can't be up when the sun comes up. Turn into like a pumpkin.
I mean, I
Or a
can do it and
marshmallow.
stay awake, but then I do have to sleep. And then I am like, drooling on the pillow sleep. Wake up and there's a big old wet spot. I do feel bad. I was on a flight from, this is when I was in the Marine Corps on active duty, and I was going from Hawaii to Washington, D.C. Or Quantico, really, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. And so they put me on a flight. It was a nonstop flight, but it was 9 hours in the air, not just, time changes and everything. It was actually 9 hours to fly from Honolulu to Washington, D.C. And so they put me on a flight that left at 9 o'clock in the evening from Hawaii and got to Washington, D.C. the next morning. And this poor guy, I was maybe 23, and he was probably older at that time. I say older now, but, he was probably somewhere in his 40s. I fell asleep on this guy. I was sacked out, and that guy, he was such a champ. He just sat there and left me to sleep. I was sacked out, laying on his shoulder.
Drooling, I'm sure.
I think there might have been some drool. All like couple hours at least. And then when I woke up and I was like apologizing just profusely because I never met this guy before. But yeah, he did have to get up and go to the bathroom, so I think he was nice enough to let me sleep. And then when I woke up, it was a little embarrassing. I don't really bother me now, but at the time when I was 20-something, I was mortified.
88 degrees in Maryland. Wow. That's going to be nice.
That seems weird.
A little warm even.
Dude, we're doing good.
Patsy said she has to have 8 hours of sleep. I need to get 6 or 7.
But Kitty can vouch for me. When you were in the military, you are never quite so tired as you were for your entire stint in the military. Because you are so busy. I actually fell asleep in a 5-ton bouncing down the road.
I can't sleep on planes.
No?
No. Pretty hard.
I was pretty tired.
Suppose if I was tired enough, I'd sleep on the plane.
Yep. Okay, we're going to sew our rows together. No whammies.
Oh,
You remember that show?
I do. Press your luck or pass.
Didn't they make a movie about the guy that did the figured out their pattern?
I don't know. Get out of focus on Facebook. Sometimes it just goes in and out.
It depends
On
on how much
Facebook.
I'm moving around, so
And your internet connection and how many people are on the feed. And
yeah.
if we could throw in 700 more variables, they're there. You just got to close one eye and then the other eye. Refocus.
I don't think I can sew like that.
Refocus.
I can't do that.
Okay, so it's supposed to be 66 here tomorrow. She's working outside with her laptop. Oh, ha ha ha.
Oops. Put some fullness I'm trying to work in here. There we go.
Looks good.
It happens. That'll press out with some steam. Right there. There we go.
Pretty cool.
We're doing good. We might actually have some time left. Nope, not a lot. Still have bobbin.
Yep. Bobbin chicken's working.
Bobbin chicken is so far successful.
Almost cooked. Not sure if it's fried, grilled, or baked, but.
I don't want fried chicken.
Well, there you have it.
Well, no, we got one more step to do. So this is an off-center block. So we need to piece these two little sides on it. It doesn't matter which side, I'm just picking one and we're going to sew them on. My foot keeps escaping from me.
You don't have to put a leash on that.
Well, it's got a cord. It's just not very cooperative.
It's like one of those things on a surfboard that attaches to your ankle.
There you go.
Seems like a leash too, doesn't it?
That seems like a great invention. Whose presser foot tries to get away from them when they're sewing?
Put just a piece of elastic over the top. Slide your foot.
Get back here.
That's
You
pretty
need
fun,
like
Lily.
a crop also, like a whip. Get back over here.
No, that's like, get out, get out.
You kicked your foot control out?
No, people trying to interrupt you while you're sewing.
Oh, I see.
Okay. My 1/4 inch must be off, but I'm going to make it work. Because we're a little bit, is this 12.5? It is. We are going to make it work.
Is that stretchy fabric?
That is stretchy fabric. And you can work fullness into a block. You just hang on to the bottom part when you're sewing. Oops, we're doing it again. There we go. Okay. I have a thread stuck from when I cut. I am still doing good on bobbin. I got enough to finish this seam. Okay. Machine does not quite do it. There we go. I'm going to line up these two pieces and just give it a little bit of a tug. And okay. I thought I was going to win the bobbin chicken relay, but it's not. I'm going to have to wind a new bobbin. There's a little bit of thread on here, but it's just get down to the dregs of the bobbin and there's a little bit on here.
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know why it's. I'm just going to wind another one.
Sometimes they just don't get wound tight, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
I don't know who wound which bobbin.
Betsy said whammy.
Hey, there's no mistake on that bobbin yet, so, or that block. This is just plain old sewing stuff that happens to all of us.
Beth said you should have been able to win.
I should have. I was trying.
We do have Thread of the Month Club.
We do. Oh, and good news, too. I heard a little bird named Carrie told me that Airfill has found a solution to their bobbin thing.
The box?
The boxes.
Thread Club boxes.
Thread Club boxes. I think we owe about 20 of them.
Woohoo!
Well, not yet.
No.
It's going to be probably April, but
Well, still.
there's hope that you will get your boxes. Everybody likes those boxes.
Yeah, they're
flat.
awesome.
They fit in your sewing bag real nice, and so yeah. You want to talk about that?
It's Thread of the Month.
Thread of the month. I don't
Color
remember the
is 4660.
color. I don't remember the
Taffy.
name.
Pink
Tutti
Toffee.
Frutti.
Pink taffy.
Pink Taffy.
Taffy.
So it's Pink Taffy. It's kind of a variegated.
It is a variegated.
Okay, then it is a variegated, not kind of variegated. It is a variegated. 4660. If you're a member of the club, it's 20%.
20% off.
If you are not a member of the club, it's 15% for the show.
Yep. And it's not just this one. So if you're a member of the club, call Carrie and tell her what thread you want. And all thread, all of the Airfill thread is 20% off to fill up your box.
And hopefully you'll get a box sometime.
We do love boxes. But I am absolutely certain that
Hey, Carol.
the price of the club, the initial membership is purchasing that box, will go up because everything else has.
Yep. Seems like. We
Okay.
have a giveaway too.
We do. It's a good one. Stay tuned. Tuned. Like we're famous. Movie stars.
And we do have 2 tickets to give away today.
You're gonna have to pick some local people. Well,
Yeah, I mean, so Janome is the national sponsor at the Branson Quilt Show. We are grateful to be the partner that is representing Janome there at the show. I have 2 one-day tickets, and I figure we give them to one person. That way, if they want to take a friend,
they can take a friend.
they can take a friend. So These are from Sewing Machines Express as a partner with Janome at the AQS Branson Quilt Show. I'm in the sewing space area.
Yes.
So, is this your space?
This.
I'm invading your space.
You're invading my space.
Okay.
So my block doesn't quite lay flat, but I think I can make it with some starch. And there we go.
So this is March 22nd through the 25th. So if you are in an area where you would be able to make it, then we will give a couple tickets away.
Yeah.
Or if you happen to have a private jet and you're flying into quilt shows, throw your name in the hat. Hey Rick, how are you?
It doesn't have to be a private jet. It could be public transportation
Could be.
too.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this because it is done, but I think it's a whammy.
All right. Anyone who does want to go or would be interested in the tickets, just put Branson Quilt Show.
Yep.
And we will get a list of those together and we'll draw your name out of the hat.
Okay, tonight's giveaway is compliments of Benartex. This was their apology to us because they shipped us somebody else's fabric.
Sometimes I have an oops.
Everybody has oopses. This is Color Wave. It's a charm pack. It's very cute. It's got lots of colors. Great little blenders. You can make baby quilts out of this.
Nice.
Lickety split. So we just need one lucky winner.
All right.
Carrie's working her magic.
Here he is.
And then don't forget, no show next week.
Yep. Scary's working on a winner. Anyone who wants to go to the Branson Quilt Show, comment here. We will compile the names and we will draw it not on the next show because there is no show. It'll be the first March show. How about that?
How about that? And we might be a little jet lagged on that show, but we will muddle through.
Yes, we will. And Beth, maybe I can get caught up.
There you go. You got an extra wet.
Patsy, we do. I think, you know what? When we come back, I think we will do a fabric sale.
Okay.
We have not done one for a while.
Staff has been talking to me about, there's a lot of skinny bolts that we need to pull out of here.
Yep,
So
we can do a skinny bolt sale. That'd
we
be
can
awesome.
do a skinny bolt sale. So they're saying they need to make room. We got in this month 4 new collections of fabric. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love them. I had to have some. One of my favorites was Glisten. And we're actually doing our Ad Astra. See this? Isn't that pretty? It's got like this silver metallic in it. Can you see the metallic?
Yeah, kind of. Doing a bit of reflecting.
A little bit of reflecting.
Yeah.
So that's a fun collection.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So we're going to do
Yeah, you
our
can see it on there.
Ad Astra Shop Hop quilt in that collection. And I think there's like 15 colors of that. This is from, I can't think of his name. Do we have a winner for this awesome charm pack?
Beth.
Beth.
Congrats, Beth.
Beth, congratulations. Carrie will, if you haven't shopped with us before, Beth, please go to quiltershq.com and register for Joan Sews, and we will get this to you or have it ready for you to pick up. And that is us for tonight. Do we have any other announcements?
Well, everybody who does want to go to the show, I see you putting your names and stuff in there. Carrie will go back through the list and compile a list of names, and we will draw for those tickets.
Yep.
So
2 free tickets. I mean, that's awesome. It's a great show, and who doesn't love Branson? There's all kinds of stuff. Some great restaurants.
definitely stuff.
Hopefully that sushi restaurant is still there.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
It was pretty good, and there was a great steakhouse there.
Yeah. There was.
So at least we'll eat good while we're
Yep.
8 hours or 10 hours on our feet all day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those shows are a little bit exhausting, but here is the finished block. And as always,
That's correct. We are not on. No show next week.
no show
No
next week.
week.
So we will be traveling.
Yep.
So
Yeah, as always.
change your needle,
Check
check
your
your
thread
thread
path.
path. So just like I did, I had to rethread my machine.
Get just a little spa treatment to that little drop of
Yeah,
oil.
Just a little drop of oil in the rotary hook. And then if it doesn't work, do it again. And if that doesn't work, you might need a spa treatment for your machine. But that will solve most problems.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you 2 weeks from tonight.
Yep.